Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shakayla Mitwan. I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark as well as eBay and Mercari. And today I'm going to be sharing with you all a few things I got during my thrift trip a couple days ago. So I went thrifting some of my favorite spots. Y'all, I only got a couple places I go to. But I went thrifting, and the first thing I found when I went to Goodwill, I found this tour dress. And yes, I have it in a plastic bag because I prepped all of my items yesterday to be stored. And that's why you see all these items back here in bags and numbered. But I'm going to put the picture up. I found this size 18 torrid dress. And it has like a mesh top and lace all over a blue dress. It's very pretty. And I'm finding that there's a lot of interest with torrid. Whenever I post torrid, I get tons of shares and I get a lot of traffic to my page, and eventually it sells. So torrid is a brand that lately I have been picking up. The next thing I found when I went shopping at Goodwill was I found this Natori robe. And I've been picking up Natori. And I know years ago I sold some Natori pajamas and they did pretty good. So lately I'm like, you know what, I want to experiment with Natori again. I hate getting so complacent and picking up the same brands constantly. Of course, you know, I'm going to pick up what sells, but it's good to kind of experiment and try new things to see, okay, if you can, you know, start a lane somewhere else. So I'm trying to see what happens with Natori. So I went ahead and picked up this Natori robe, and it honestly felt so soft, and it's just like a really nice robe. Basic, but it's nice. The next thing that I found was this swimsuit. What's the name of this swimsuit? Let's see. It's called the Miracle Suit, and this retails for a decent amount, and on the resale market it resells for quite a bit too. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I picked up swimwear before, but it can be kind of hard finding those really in demand brands. So finding this, I'm pretty excited to see exactly what it does, the Miracle Suit. Now y'all, this is my favorite find of the week. I've noticed a lot of resellers, they don't bother picking up bags, but bags are like a staple for me. People come to my page and they know they can find a bag and a wallet. So I picked up this Brahmin bag, and it's like a snakeskin lime green bag. Guys, this is beautiful, beautiful for the springtime. Long strap. And it almost has like a rainbow like color to it when you put it in the light. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's absolutely oh, it's so pretty. I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about keeping it. It's definitely my style. I like unique pieces, so this definitely kind of fits my style. It has a pocket on the back right there. And the only thing with this bag that I will say is that the inside has quite a bit of wear. That's the only thing. So there's like some red spots at the bottom, which probably is like lipstick stains, and then there's also some ink spots in there. I have really good pictures on my page, so you can see pretty well inside how it looks if you can't see here. But yeah, there's ink spots and there's some lipstick spots. But overall, the outside of the bag looks incredible. It also has this little thing right here for your keys. You can put your keys on there. So this bag was such a good find, and I really like picking up Brahmin. It has proved to be a staple, and people really like it. It's in demand, and it sells for quite a bit. It's still very popular. So it's a handbag that, you know, when I find it, if it's in relatively good condition, I do pick it up. I also have another Brahmin bag, guys, if you're interested. It's a brown bag. It's kind of like a tote. So check that out if you're interested in it. And yeah, so beautiful for the spring. So those were the 4 items that I found while thrifting over the last few days. I actually went thrifting this morning, y'all. It was a sale at Goodwill. I went in there and I was ready to specifically look for bras because I've been trying to find bras to resell. But the bras that I found, I didn't pick them up because they were like retail $14, $16, and Goodwill was charging like $2.99 for the bra, and I'm like, that doesn't even make sense for me to buy that just to sell it for $16. It's not like you want to sell something for more than it's actually worth. So I ended up putting like 4 bras back, and then I actually found a pair of Torrid jeans, y'all. Found some Torrid jeans, but they were size 14 and they had some wear, so I went ahead and put those back. Found some Lane Bryant jeans, and they were brand new with tags, but when I checked the comps, people were selling Lane Bryant jeans for around $20. And my Goodwill, they charge close to $10 for jeans. So I just set those back. I said, that's not even worth it. And so I'm definitely getting to the point where I'm definitely getting pickier, but I'm looking into new ways to source and cheaper ways to source. I like to get things very affordable, especially because I give people really good deals on my Poshmark page, 77 Vintage Road. We give good deals. We give really good discounts. So I don't want to pay a ton of money for each item. My average cost of goods, I like to keep it kind of down, you know. So that's just something I think about when I am sourcing. And so I like to catch my sales and do all of that good stuff. I did want to go and look at another Goodwill before the day is over. I don't know if I will, but hey, we'll see what happens. So I need to allocate all of these storage items, but for right now, I'm just putting them in a tote, and then I'll work out of the tote later. And if you watched any of my videos, you know how I put things in a tote and how I'm able to find them when they sell. I simply use my Poshmark to list where my items are, and so when it sells, I know exactly where it's at. So that's how I do. But I will do all of this later. But for right now, I have to clear my work desk. I need a space. To get my reselling day started, I like to make a today's to-do list on my whiteboard. And this list, it will list any major projects that I have going on and any tasks that I need to get done immediately. At times I procrastinate, and having my board out with big bold letters of what I need to do for the day, it helps me focus and it helps me stay on task. Today I have 3 major things to do. First thing is pack orders. Second, I have to finish editing videos for YouTube. And third, I need to come up with some real content for my Instagram as well as TikTok and YouTube. I made a few sales last night, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack these orders up. And what I love about having thinner pieces is that they can just slide into a poly mailer. So I just keep them in the bag that I stored them in. I stick a 77 VR sticker on it, and I put them in a poly mailer and get them ready to ship out. Another thing I love about poly mailers is that they are easy to transport, and I simply throw them all in a bag and drop them off at my local post office. Now for the next task, I need to edit a video for YouTube. I post every single Thursday, and so I have to make sure my videos are done ahead of time. The way I edit my videos is very simple. I use my iPhone 8 Plus, and I use iMovie to edit all of my YouTube videos. If you're just starting out on YouTube, I hands down recommend iMovie on your iPhone. It's so easy to use. I only used a few simple things on this app, and that's mostly because reseller content doesn't require me to do anything crazy with editing. So all of my shots are pretty simple. I film with my Canon M50, and I then send all of that video footage to my iPhone, and I edit everything on the iPhone, and then I send it to YouTube via my iPhone. So this is all a very simple process for me. Some of the basic things I use, I add music to my videos. I cut extra footage out that doesn't belong in the video. I add pictures from Poshmark and other websites that I'm using for my reselling business that I want to share with you all. And those are all really easy things to do. Although iMovie is a simple app to use, I do at times get overwhelmed with editing When you're editing on your phone, it still is a lot to deal with, especially when you're editing 30 and 40-minute videos. Some things that I come up against is lack of storage and having to delete apps in order to get my video to export into my photos, and then trying to upload from my photos to my YouTube. It can take an hour sometimes a little bit longer. So there are downsides to using your phone. But overall, my phone has been very useful for me. I don't use my laptop for editing or uploading. It's just so convenient because I've always used my phone to upload to YouTube. So it's just a habit now. One small tip that I do have is to record over several different days and take your time when it comes to editing. You don't have to do it all in one day. Do 10 to 15 minutes of editing a day, and that kind of breaks it down for you, and so you're not so overwhelmed. I am all finished editing this video here, so we're gonna go on to our next task, which is reel content creation. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of my job. The key to creating reels is to have a list of ideas. Brainstorm about what you want to do. That's what I do. I like to create a list, and I like to look at the trends that are going on Instagram, on TikTok, and kind of replicate that in a way and put my own twist on it so that it can relate to reselling and my brand and what I am trying to pitch. The first reel I have, it's a voiceover, and it's about how often should you work on your goals, and I'm basically going to be saying every day. And I actually have the short here on YouTube for you to watch. The next reel is me transforming from like sleek clothes to a really trendy thrifting outfit. The third is when sales are down, and it's me kind of acting out because sales are down. And you guys, if you're reading this and if you're on Instagram and you watch reels, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about with each one of these reels. So that's what I do to come up with my reels. I just see what's going on, see what's trendy, and I take the voiceovers from those trending reels and create my own content from that. And another thing, I feel like voiceovers do better than doing music reels. This is how I set up my camera for reels. I make sure that the camera is in a vertical position, and that way it comes out perfectly on Instagram reels, in TikTok, and short. To the right of the screen, you can see me practicing. I simply listen to the voiceover and I repeat it a couple of times so that I have enough footage to work with and edit with. If you all would like a more in-depth tutorial, let me know down below and I'd be happy to make a video on that. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye.